The Bob trailer was absolute dog shit. Probably my least liked video ever in terms of, Tekken trailers. I think it was super bad, and today I'm gonna try to explain why, guys. So, welcome, and hopefully you'll like this video. So, I think basically that this trailer showed us everything that Tekken shouldn't be. And the more we are asking for something, the more they're trying to deliver the opposite thing. I know a lot of people are hyped for Bob. I also like I was kind of interested into Bob, but then I saw this. I saw the way this character apparently works, and I think this is not it. I will try to see together what I mean. We're basically seeing a lot of stances, a lot of stuff that I really didn't like. For example, look at this interaction. Okay, so he does a punish. Then it immediately goes into a stance. So what can we gather from this? Bob is a stance character. Like most of the other characters in this game, as always, we need a stance character because we weren't already full of stance characters, and characters pressure you into stance out of everything. So apparently we got even more stances, even more stuff to be worried about. So he has way more interactions and way more transitions into stance apparently. Like for example, again, as it does here, into a plus frame. So a stance after a punish he goes into stance into plus frames, and it's not over yet because what happens later? What happens later? Okay, so here homing. Okay, so again he has a running 3D as always goes into stance, a plus frame running move that goes into stance because he goes into the wave dash, into crouch dash, okay, basically, and then he does a move from crouch dash that's fucking wall splats again. Yeah, here we go. Amazing, right? But remember that from this crouch dash, you can also do a hell sweep, by the way. Remember this. So the mix-up will be between a wall splat in mid and a string and a hell sweep, by the way. Now there is a tornado here, the tail spin. The combo is okay. Again, plus frames, here it's something that you never use during a match. New wall combo seems kind of cool, but okay. Plus frames, down for 1+2. Transition into stance, into power crush. So he also has a power crush from stance, by the way. It's gonna be even more hard to fight against this character. Here we go. Another punish into stance, you see? Another punish into stance, by the way. You see? I'm gonna show you. Ready? You see, punish into stance again, roll into the homing from roll. Again, from this stance you already can do. He can do a plus frame. He can do. He can do stuff. He also has an engager from this roll, as you'll see later. So yeah, amazing. The parry is cool. The parry is cool looking. The parry is cool. Okay. South improve crouch. 1+2 throw, here we go, nice. The 1+2 throw, it's okay. Okay. Here, random move. Okay, hit. Here it's heat smash. Nothing too dramatic. It's okay, it's a cool heat smash. We gotta see how fast it is. So let's go on in the replay. Okay, so now we see some other stuff that really worries me. Look at this fucking heat string. Okay, so it does something again, probably, I don't know, a platform, or way, something that goes into stance, into 1-2 from stance, by the way, into 1, as you can see, he already had this in Tekken 7, roll 1, but now he has a new extension out of roll 1, it's roll 1-2 or something like this, that is, as always, a fucking heat engager, so he has a stance, from a stance he has a heat engager now, and then, this move used to be a 12 frame high or something like this. And from this 12 frame high, now he has a fucking heat string that's fucking atrocious. Fucking atrocious, guys. Look at this. I hope at least it's minus on block. All of this string, it's all guaranteed, and it's a punish. A 12 frame punish that also knocks down. God damn it, bro. Well, also, look at this amazing low. He also has a low. He has a low in heat that goes, as always, into stance. So you see what I mean? Like, Bob has never been a fucking stance card. Not at this extent, at least. He never had, like, plus frame transitions into fucking roll stance. But now, as always, everything needs to go into fucking stance. And here we go. So here we have, now right now, roll into this, into that, into stance, into stance, into stance. 3 million plus frame transition into stance. And here we go again, as always. The same stuff we complain about. Here we go again with Bob. Another card that gets completely, like, he loses all of its nature nature of being a character that never was about stances. Never was about stances. Not at this extent, at least. There you go. Now we roll into stance again. He also, so again, he has a low that goes into stance. He has a hit low that rolls into stance again. So again, here, stance. Here we go. I'm gonna show you it again. Hit bullshit. So low that goes into stance, into roll, into. So from roll one, the same roll one. Not only he has an hit engager, but he also has an hit extension. A hit extension that does this kind of shit. Bye. Okay. Also, another thing that I don't like in this trailer, they show it again. The Demon Paw launcher. Like Bob, like most of the other characters, has still a Demon Paw launcher. Okay? It's something, again, that I despise, I really don't like, and Bob, as many other characters, still have this. I think forward to launchers in this game should completely disappear, if you ask me. They should completely disappear, if you ask me. It's something that I hate. It's something that I despise. It's something that I wish was never in the game. Because again, you have these very powerful mids. Very powerful mids. That are like full screen, okay, mids. That launch, hit dash, they're very hard to step. And I don't know, I think they shouldn't hit dash launch for all that it takes. For me. And they're also super fast, by the way, and they also track a lot, by the way. For example, Kazuya's 1. Kazuya's 442 in hit dash. Oh my god, try to step that move. No, really, guys, try to step that fucking move. It's fucking impossible, okay? So, really, this is something we should try to start avoiding a little bit more, because this is just, this is simply not it. This is simply not it. But okay, let's go on. Okay, yeah, here we go. Vabbè, here, combo. Vabbè, okay, combo. Down for 2 into Ragehart. So basically, again, what can I say from this trailer? Basically, as always, they've shown us that they didn't understand anything from all the stuff we told them over and over again. We told them, please, no more stances. Please, no more stance mix-ups. Reduce the stance mix-ups. Reduce the stance transitions. Reduce the plus frames into stance. And what do they show as the first trailer, let's say, of the new season, after, let's say, the new team without Murray, without Nakatsu, without Ikeda, without Arad, and so on. The first thing they show is exactly all of these things. It's exactly, again, goddammit, fucking plus frame transitions, roll transitions, and whatever. Fuck me, man. Cioè, why don't you learn from your mistakes? Why do you want to keep up with your mistakes? And by the way, a lot of it bullshit, as always. A lot of it bullshit. A lot of plus frames, this, that, like strings, heat strings. Now I'm gonna knock you down. Like why? I don't know. I just found this. I just find this really weird, because again, you gotta understand the difference in how Bob was supposed to be played before, and now he's played now. How was Bob supposed to be played before? Basically, Bob was a very, very heavy poking character, I would say. He was super good on poking. He had, for example, stuff like, I don't know, back 2. He had CD1, for example, that was crazy. Like, the 50-50 mix-up with the health sweep, that was kind of a Mishima-like, for example. But the roll was very situational. For example, the roll was used basically almost on Ogi all the time. It was not something you would use as a mix-up stance. The same they did to fucking Leo's Bok. Leo's Bok stance, you know. Leo's Bok stance was always meant to be, you know, an evasive stance with no mix-up potential. Okay? It was just an evasive stance from which you could pressure, you could launch maybe even. But the low from Bok completely destroyed the stance. And they did the same to this character. They did the same to this character, because now the character needs to go into stance after everything, as always. Again, he was supposed to be played around the poking, around the movement, around the punishment, maybe around range control, but not depended too much on this on this stuff. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I think it's another card that got completely denatured in its essence, and it will be a fucking pain to fight. Like I didn't like this. I'm sorry, but after watching the trailer more closely, I'm not positive. Again, I'm sorry to be like this again, and I don't want. I swear, guys, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like this, but they are forcing me to be like this, because they're doing everything we criticize them for so long. They don't stop. They don't stop. They continue. they continue towards this path. So what can I say? I guess we have to eat this. I guess I don't know. Yeah, stands. Here we go. Roll over and over again. I guess. I don't know, guys. I'm very, very negative. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. And I don't know. Let's hope for the best. What can I say? See you guys very soon again. Take care. Love you. Bye.